Hello and welcome to HW News. It has been 4 days since the polling for the US presidential election ended, but the results are not out yet. The counting is still going on and there is a cliffhanger as to what will happen next. While the contest is very close, according to the reports, Joe Biden has taken a lead both in Georgia and Pennsylvania, the key states. It is more or less clear that Biden has inched closer towards the victory. According to Fox News, he has 264 electoral college votes, whereas Donald Trump has only 214. However, Donald Trump is far from conceding a defeat. On the contrary, he is mounting legal challenge, saying that the counting of mail-in ballots is counting of illegal votes. This, many news outlets in the US pointed out, is an allegation without any evidence, without any basis. Meanwhile, a recount is being held in Georgia, where Biden had a lead of just 4,000 votes. This may take another day or two. On the other hand, the Trump campaign pressed for recount in Pennsylvania as well, but the Supreme Court refused to immediately halt the recount of mail-in ballots. So the cliffhanger continues, and it will take another day or two until the picture is fully clear as to what is going to happen after the US presidential elections 2020. Now, many people are wondering why the announcing of results is taking so much of time in the United States. First of all, the mail-in ballots, a counting person needs to actually open it physically, verify the vote, and then stamp it on and then show it to the observers of both the sides. And that is what the process is. Then he folds it and then keeps it aside. Loosely, this is what the process looks like. So now imagine repeating it millions of times. With concerns about COVID-19 pandemic, states which are accustomed to limited numbers of absentee votes have been deluged with ballots mailed by citizens who do not want to risk voting in person. Some 65.2 million of the record 160 million Americans who voted this year did so by mail, according to an estimate of the US Elections Project. In Pennsylvania, the Republican-led legislature rejected an effort to let authorities count ahead of the election day, contributing to the scenario in which its biggest city, Philadelphia, a Democratic stronghold, reported the returns last. The Trump campaign has seized on the delay to demand a halt to counting in states where it is behind, notably in Pennsylvania, whose Republican Party approached the US Supreme Court. Now, Republicans had been fighting for months against allowing the Pennsylvania to count ballots postmarked by election day if they arrive by Friday. In Wisconsin, where Biden egged out a narrow victory in results made known by early Wednesday, the Supreme Court ruled that only votes received by election day would count. So all of this has resulted in the delay of the result. Now, Donald Trump has made it very clear that he is not ready to concede, with millions of ballots still to be counted, especially from the heavily Democrat-dominated areas. So the question what many are asking is this: what happens if Trump does not concede? There are few possibilities. First of all is legal way. Going the legal way is what Trump did immediately after it was clear that the results were contested. Donald Trump demanded that the voting of what he calls illegal votes should stop. There is a precedent, however. In 1960, Richard Nixon conceded despite contested results in Illinois. And in 2000, Al Gore conceded after the Supreme Court's 5-4 decision halting a Florida recount. To succeed in his legal challenges, Donald Trump would need to provide evidence of fraudulent ballots in specific precincts. Secondly, if that does not happen, the role of electoral college will also become more prominent. Meanwhile, Joe Biden extended an olive branch but also warned Donald Trump. Taking it to Twitter, Joe Biden said that we may be opponents, but we are not enemies and we are all Americans. His message comes at a time when the election has divided the American society to a huge extent. But the Biden campaign also warned that Trump could be escorted from the White House if he refuses to admit defeat in the America's knife-edge election. Biden campaign spokesperson Andrew Bates said that, as we said on July 19th, the American people will decide this election. And the United States government is perfectly capable of escorting trespassers out of the White House. That's what the word he used, trespassers out of the White House. The Washington Post, meanwhile, has reported that with this victory looking increasingly likely, The US Secret Service has increased its protective bubble around the former Vice President, that is Joe Biden. So as of now, things are still unclear, but as the count goes on, we will bring you all the updates, relevant updates related to US elections. Stay tuned to SW News.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.